Now, I say this because having an in-person meeting applies more pressure to the client. It gives them less time to think about what the fuck they're signing up for. If you're running a content agency, you can't make shit videos and expect to get high-paying clients. All right, this is exactly how you're gonna charge more for your videos in your content agency / videography business, whatever the fuck you wanna call it. I'm a videographer / photographer / cinematographer. I just like to call it like whatever I feel like calling it the next day. Pretty much to get started into it, I got it written down on my phone. First thing first, in-person meetings are definitely the #1 way to charge more for your videos. Now, I say this because having an in-person meeting applies more pressure to the client. Now, this isn't to say that, you should be applying pressure to the client and making them feel uncomfortable. But the fact of the matter is, if you're in person, it gives them less time to think about what the fuck they're signing up for. If you say it's $5 grand in front of them, they're going to be a lot more likely to say yes than if you were to text it to them or send it through an email or a proposal and then give them time to think about it and think, oh, I could go to somebody that may be cheaper, or I can, try to learn and do it myself, or whatever the fuck it may be. So the biggest thing that you can do is go in person, apply a little bit of pressure, and be assertive and confident in what you say. And then the likelihood is that you'll be able to charge more for whatever video you're shooting. #2, while you're in person, say a higher number first and then say the actual number after. So for instance, say a client asks, okay, what's the cost for your services? And you explain it's on a value-based system and everything like that. What you do is say, considering we're getting this, and that, I don't think it'll be anything above this number. I don't think it'll be anything above $2,000. So let's say something like $1,400, right? So what that does is say the standard, or the amount that probably would be the ballpark range for this, is $2,000. I'm going to charge you this amount because I want to cut you a deal, or I want to make you feel more comfortable with it. The original price may have been $1,300 or $1,400, but because you started off saying no more than $2,000, their expectation was at $2,000, and you brought it down from their expectations to $1,300, so it feels like they're getting a good fucking deal. You still may be overcharging, but guess what? In comparison to what you initially said, it sounds like you're giving a great deal. So be sure to say a higher number first, however you phrase it, and then say the actual number that you're gonna charge them. #3, you gotta make banger videos. If you're running a content agency, you can't make shit videos and expect to get high-paying clients, right? That's not how it works. Now, it may work every once in a while, but if your videos are pretty shit, it just isn't gonna work. You may get a buddy or a friend that is trying to support you and everything like that, but on a recurring basis with many different clients, it's not really gonna work, you having shit videos and thinking that you're gonna get a high-paying client. 4 goes hand in hand, produce results. The video has to do something. It either has to bring in more clients for them, it has to draw attention somehow, it has to help their business, it has to help their brand image, something. It can't do anything. It can't look like another social media video on their account. If they have some social media manager that's fucking shooting iPhone videos and yours just kind of blends in with the rest of it, that's not a good sign. It should have either more views, it should have a better like to view ratio, it should bring in more clients, more forms filmed out, whatever the fuck it is, your video should be doing something for that business. And if it isn't, the likelihood is that they're not going to buy from you again, they're not gonna refer you. If word gets around that your videos don't really do anything, then you're not gonna be able to charge that much for it. And then #5, you gotta be the best. You don't have to be exactly the best of the best, but what I will say is that you have to have some type of leg up on the competition. You can't be below everybody and charge more than everybody. You have to be above everybody and charge more than everybody, or be above everybody and charge the same rate. And that way you'll get more business. But truth be told, you can't be below average or average and think that you can charge more. No, you kind of have to price yourself in the right spot. People that are better than me in certain niches, some people that do real estate, photography, and videography, like that's their whole thing, they can charge a bit more than I can. But people that want promos and shit that look like commercial quality or that just look good, on somewhat of a budget, I'm the guy to go to. So definitely keep that into account. If you really want to charge more, you got to get better. And if that means you got to get better gear, get better gear. If it means that you have to take time to learn new skills, lighting, audio, all this shit, then take the time to learn those skills, because being better at your craft is going to allow you to get paid. And then the final and probably the most important thing is solve rich people problems. And I've heard this so many times and I understood it, but I didn't really get it until I fucking personally kind of went through it. You have to solve rich people problems. Real estate agents, a lot of them are rich fucking people. Rich people have a lump sum of money. And so to put it into perspective, right? A poor person, if you're charging them $2,000 and their net worth is $10,000, you're fucking asking for 20% of their net worth. If you ask a fucking person with $100,000 or $1 million, you're asking for 2% or 0.2% of their net worth. Is that right? 0.2% or 0.02%? I don't fucking know. But whatever it is, you're asking for such a minuscule amount of their net worth. So solve rich people problems. If you're going to some fucking like some average Joe trying to charge $2,000, it's not going to work. You can't, like, that's also morally, like, it kind of fucking sucks. Somebody has no money and you're taking like 20% of their money or 50% or whatever it is, you know, don't take that client, pass it on to somebody else that may charge a cheaper rate. But if you want to charge more for your work and you think you're more deserving of your work, you got to be in the network and kind of solve those rich people problems. It could be the same problems. It could be promos. It could be social media content. It could be whatever. You just have to market it towards them because they have the budget for it and it's within reason. You can charge $10K to somebody that's worth a couple $1 million. You can't charge $10K to somebody that's worth $20K. So outside of that, that's pretty much it. Those are the ways that you can charge more for your videos, to your clients and all that shit. If you have any questions, feel free to comment it down below. I would love to speak to other people that are kind of in this building a business process. If you guys don't really know the story behind my content agency that I'm building, feel free to go back and check out my other videos. And if you guys want to follow the journey of me building the business, feel free to follow me. Follow my Instagram, see what the fuck I've done in the past on my videos and shit like that. And other than that, I appreciate y'all watching.